How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check three.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 41, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 46 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 55 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. On Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his... And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. That's caught. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Mahomes to throw, sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Bernard. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yards.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On play action, now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Mahomes, he'll buy some time, and the pressure gets to him again. After the sack, they come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Rolling to his right. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a hell of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But a gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From way up at the 23. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Brady now on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Mahomes now on first down. He'll buy some time right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady now to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and they end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
Brady to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they were right on target there with a fade to get the 2.
It seems like a low percentage play, doesn't it? Because you're throwing it into a tough spot and there's not much room to come down. But when you have a really athletic receiver and a quarterback with touch, it's hard to defend.
Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I guess guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Leonard Fournette, which for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Brady will look to throw for it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Stays on his feet. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
And they got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, that would get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Catch is made by Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Levante David. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the touchdown. It's complete. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Brady going to throw here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of